What's up, Vibranium Squad? Stand up today. In today's video, we're going to have a discussion with y'all about the most underrated character in Marvel, and that's right, it's the Blue Marvel. But before we start, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and check me out weekly as I break down characters and story arcs as well as movies. Also, post your comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the Blue Marvel. So, Blue Marvel is one of these characters that is completely under the radar. And he was created by Kevin Grievous. I think that's how you say his name. And Kevin Grievous introduced him in November of 2008 in a story arc called a miniseries called Adam Legends of the Blue Marvel. And just for so the people who do not know who Kevin Grievous is, he is raised from the Underworld series as well as I Frankenstein. He made both of those movies. And he also, the reasoning, the concept of the Blue Marvel is what if Superman is black? Now, I want to also preface by saying there have been other characters who was created with this concept. What if Superman is black? For instance, Icon. But I do think Blue Marvel is the better creation out of all the what ifs. Superman was a black man because his origin is a little more interesting than most of the other characters. Not to say Icon's interesting is bad. It's just that Icon's backstory is similar to Superman. So for most cases, people consider him Superman. So I'm going to give you guys the origin of Blue Marvel as well as what he's capable of, because he has strength and intelligence, which is a deadly combination. And Marvel has shown that they have no idea what to do with this character. So just to give you guys a little backstory, Adam Brashear, who is known as the Blue Marvel for those who don't know, was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, and from an early age he was a child prodigy. He was also a former fullback at Cornell University, and he had PhDs in electrical engineering and theoretical physics. Adam was also a veteran in the Korean War and a member of the Marine Corps with 2 Silver Stars under his belt. While he was in the Marine Corps, he experienced racism at the highest, and he ended up meeting one of his best friends, Connor Sims, who would later become known as the Anti-Man. So we're going to get on more of him in the later. Brashear would later become the lead on a scientific attempt to harness antimatter through the creation of a negative reactor. This created a bridge between the negative zone and the positive matter universe. This project will be called Project Perseus. Connor Sims was also part of the project, but he wasn't really a scientist. He was just a soldier to watch Brashear back. Brashear could defend himself, but he was just there. He wanted to support his friend. And for some unknown reason, the reactor would become unstable, causing an event horizon that ended up dousing Brashear and Sims with antimatter energy. Sims will become an unstable antimatter reactor, while Brashear will become a stable antimatter reactor. To put it simply, think of Blue Marvel as having all the powers of Superman as well as some powers of the Green Lantern, because his antimatter power, he can make constructs out of them. During his time as the Blue Marvel, Adam will accomplish many feats. He will move a meteor the size of Arkansas, lifted and flew an aircraft carrier, and threw his Congressional Medal of Honor so hard that he almost split the moon in two. By the year 1962, Adam would then receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom from John F. Kennedy. On this day, the president had asked Adam to step down as being the Blue Marvel. The reasoning behind this was because during his battle with Anti-Man, his face mask was torn, revealing that a black man was under the mask, which caused a lot of racial tension, and people had a lot of fear with a black guy with that much power. So Adam would then leave the superhero life for 46 years. And what's really strange about this, and I thought was a missed opportunity, is that when the Age of the Heroes was coming out, the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Spider Man, no one mentioned the Blue Marvel. And that's why I think was a missed opportunity, because they should have said, well, what happened to the Blue Marvel guy? But it is what it is. He would make his return during when the Avengers end up fighting Ant-Man and they were getting beaten half to death. The Ant-Man is Connor Sims, and who, like I said earlier, is the godfather to Adam's children, and he's his best friend that now he became an enemy, and he ends up destroying, like wreaking havoc on the Avengers. The Sentry, who's ranked strongest among them, couldn't handle the Ant-Man. And during that battle, Adam's wife Candace, and just to give a little story about her, Candace's real name is Marlene Fraser. She was to spy on Adam to make sure that he was not a threat to the United States. So Adam ends up leaving her when he found out about the fact that she was a government spy. But during the battle with the Ant-Man, when he tried to absorb Ant-Man's energy, it backfired on him, and he ends up hitting her with the excess of energy, and it ended up burning her really bad, killing her, which of course angers him. So when he got angry, he ends up beating Connor half to death, flew him up to space, and siphoned off the rest of the energy, which ends up causing Connor to end up exploding. Then he returns as a full-time hero, and as his time as a full-time hero, he ends up joining the Ultimates, and he ends up dealing with various cosmic level threats. He ended up fighting King Hyperion. He ended up going against Galactus, the first Firmament, Thanos. He was even in the story arc Fear itself, even for a brief amount of time. Now, what I want to say is that Blue Marvel as a character has so much potential. The issue that I see is writers have no idea what to do with him, and fans seem to can't connect with him simply on the basis because he has so much power. And for whatever reason, we as comic book fans like characters who are grounded, and I think he's one of the most grounded characters who, if put in the right hands with the right art style, can do a lot. Not only that, you can give him some villains, like maybe make create an Eternal that no one really cares about, or use an Eternal that's bad now and roll him over into like a Blue Marvel comic, because Blue Marvel has shown up in, I think it was Future Fight, Marvel Lego, and I think those are only two in some card game, I think. But he hasn't had a lot of history. And normally I would tell you guys what to read, but if it... What you guys should read would have to be Adam, Legends of the Blue Marvel miniseries. It's a 5-part miniseries, and it's really good. It's about Blue Marvel's origin and how he left the superhero scene and how he came back to the superhero scene. So I would tell you guys to read that, and just to let you know that I am going to end this video. I am at the end of it, so I appreciate if you listen to the video in its entirety, Vibranium Squad. And until next time, peace out, baby.